Now I want to ask you something. If watching porn is normal, why are so many relationships quietly breaking because of it? Now, before you get defensive or click off, this is not about shaming you. This is about understanding something most people are too uncomfortable to talk about. Because the truth is, it doesn't ruin everyone's life. But for some people, it slowly changes how they think, how they feel, and most importantly, how they connect. Okay? Now, let's be real. A lot of men watch porn. It's easy, it's private, no rejection, no pressure, no emotional risk. And at first, it feels harmless. But here's where it gets interesting. Your brain doesn't fully separate what's real from what it keeps seeing repeatedly. So if you're constantly feeding it exaggerated fantasies, unrealistic bodies, and instant gratification, your expectation starts to shift without you even noticing. And this is where problems start to show up. Not overnight, not dramatically, but subtly. You may start to feel less excited by real intimacy, more distracted during actual connection, or even emotionally disconnected from your partner. And the worst part, most people don't connect the dots. They just think, maybe I'm bored, maybe something is missing, when in reality, your brain has just been overstimulated. Now let's talk about relationships, because this is where it can get complicated. If your partner starts feeling like they are competing with a screen, or like they are not enough, that creates insecurity. Not because they are weak, but because emotional connection thrives on presence and attention. And if that attention is constantly being redirected, it creates distance. And distance over time becomes disconnection. But here is the part nobody tells you, which is the real issue. The real issue isn't on itself. Porn itself isn't always the problem. The real issue is how often, how dependent, and how it affects your real life connection. Because there is a difference between occasional use and escaping into it instead of dealing with real intimacy. One is a habit, the other one becomes a substitute. So instead of asking, is porn bad? The better question is this affecting how I show up in my real life? Are you less present? Are you less motivated or to connect? Are you less satisfied with reality? Now, if the answer is yes, then it's worth paying attention to. And listen, this is not about guilt, okay? It's about awareness. Because the moment you become aware, you get your power back. You get to choose how you spend your energy, all right? You get to choose how you connect and what kind of relationship you actually want to build. All right, so no, porn doesn't automatically ruin your life, but ignoring how it affects you, that's where people get stuck. I'm curious, what do you think? Do you feel like it affects relationship or not at all? Now I want you to drop your comments in the comments. Let's have a real conversation, because your own opinion might be different from mine. Let's know that in the comments. Bye.